watch fans, this is Anders here on Watch On channel. Today, the full review. I didn't do an unboxing first impressions video for once. I decided to wear this watch and do the full review of a Titoni Swiss watch. This is a watch I bought myself. I think this is a sadly overlooked brand. I've been looking at this brand for quite some time and I really fell in love with this particular model from Titoni in Switzerland. So the watch comes in this white cardboard box here. Inside we find this nice green little wallet or keeper here with the warranty card and the instructions manual here. And then of course we find the inner box. This nice inner box here in green with Titoni of Switzerland with the kind of flower logo they have here printed in silver. It's really nicely made. Nice leather box, and then of course we open. And here we find the watch. This is of course a very 70s inspired integrated bracelet automatic dress style watch. This is the Titoni Impetus. Impetus, which is Latin meaning force or progress. And this is a model in their collection which is very much the dress style integrated watch of the collection. They have the C-scoper, which is probably one of the, in modern times at least, most well-known models from Titoni. This is the new C-scoper ceramic with the in-house movement. So of course the most obvious things about this watch is the integrated bracelet, as we see here. It tapers from approximately 26 millimeters down to 20 millimeters at the end here. Then we have this butterfly style clasp with the Titoni name and again the logo here. 2 push button release, very easy to use. All of these links here are very flexible and they're these kind of shorter single links. You see, you can remove a lot of links, so you can definitely find the right fit for your wrist. The other thing about this Titoni Impetus watch is definitely the dial. You see, we have this very nice blue dial on this version. You can also get a black and you can get a brown, and then you can choose between these stainless steel beautiful indices here or some gemstone style indices. I'm not sure if they are real gemstones, but this is definitely the more feminine, more dressy look if you want that. You see, we get 12 at 12 o'clock of course, and 6 at 6 o'clock, and then these broken 2-piece markers, high polish. I really like the railroad track and the way that they actually kind of cut in between these hour markers to actually have them in 2 parts. And then we get the simple baton style hands with loom in the hands. I think they could have done without the loom. This is a dress style watch, so of course the loom isn't that important. Not a lot of writing on the dial, which I think is a really good choice. Titoni again with the logo, then automatic above 6 o'clock, and then Swiss made down here below 6 o'clock. If you notice, inside of the railroad track we actually get the Roman numbers. So you see 1, 2, 3. We go down here, for example, you see here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and then 12. Really nice little detail as well. This is very much a watch that is a kind of a hidden gem within Swiss luxury watchmaking. In my opinion, I think you get a lot of quality for the money, a lot of attention to detail from a brand which is not very well known in the western part of the world. They are a Swiss brand, of course, from 1919, family owned in 3 generations. Really excellent to have this independent family owned brand. This is a truly independent brand with more than 100 years of history in watchmaking. Then we see the framed date window here at 3 o'clock with the same high polished frame as we see with the hour markings and the hands. Some of the most interesting with this watch with the dial is the clou de barré. So you see this pattern which is very well known from the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. They did a really nice job with the dial here. It looks amazing, and I think even though this at first look looks like a very simple dial, it is actually a very detailed dial. A lot of little small details, like for example the Roman numerals as I showed before, the clou de barré, the high polish to the indices and the hands and the date window. Really nicely made. The bezel here is also high polish. You have a flat sapphire crystal here, which is treated with AR treatment. They didn't do the best job with the AR treatment. As you can see on your screen now, it looks amazing in the natural light here out in the forest where I brought the watch. But it is kind of hard to read because the AR treatment isn't the best. This is a dress watch, it's not a sports watch in my opinion, so of course you will not have the best AR treatment. The case has a really nice chamfering here, all the way from the both ends of the case, and the end of the case here, also a really nice high polish, and then brushing at the top part of the case and on the sides of the case. You also get this beautiful polishing on the case back, and here we see the movement. This is not an in-house movement, but this is a high quality ETA 2829-A2 movement. I find it really nice that they are actually able to source these movements. These are top quality movements. For example, it is the movement that Omega used to build the coaxial caliber 2500, and also the movement that they actually used in the old James Bond Seamaster, so this is a top quality movement. Also, as you see on your screen now, I must believe that they actually regulate this movement because it is really accurate. You see, it's a high beat movement, 4 Hz, 28,800 vibrations per hour, and you also see almost no beat error. It has 42 hours of power reserve. Getting back to the case back here, a really nice detail, and this watch is all about these small details, is of course the Titoni customary rotor here, which is actually gold plated with 18 carats of gold, so a really nice detail. Overall, the movement isn't very high in the finish department, because you see they didn't do much with the finishing, but the rotor here just does a really nice little extra thing with the luxurious feeling of this watch. You see, water resistant to 5 atmospheres, which is 50 meters. Signed crown, a little small crown here, signed. Of course, not a screw down crown. Also, just to show you the attention to detail of this hidden gem within Swiss luxury watches, you see the inner parts of the bracelet here, they are also polished. So that's just another little detail. And then you see the chamfering on each link here is also at the end here, on both sides, polished. And that is just what this watch is all about, these little small details making this watch a luxury watch in my opinion. I am a sucker for blue watches, but I think it just gives it a little more of a sporty look. My second favorite is definitely the brown, but as I can see on Titoni's website, you can find the link down below. This watch, which is priced at 1,155 euros, which is approximately $1,200 US. I did buy this watch myself, it's not a sponsored video. Is only the brown version with these diamond indices, and I think that becomes a little too feminine for my taste. And of course also the size, because this is really nicely sized. It's only 8.2 millimeters in thickness. That is absolutely amazing. It wears so slim on the wrist, which I'm going to show you just in a few seconds. Then you get a diameter of a very tasteful 39.5 millimeters. It is approximately 46 millimeters from lock tip to lock tip. And then again, this tapers from 26 down to 20 millimeters, the bracelet here. On my 17.5 centimeter wrist circumference, you see it wears perfectly. I found the perfect fit, and I think it wears really nicely. This is definitely not a kind of everyday watch. This is a special occasion watch. This is of course a more dress style watch, and definitely an homage or an ode or a shout out to the 70s inspired integrated bracelet watches. This is completely its own. It's not too inspired from Audemars Piguet or Patek Philippe or brands like that. It's definitely its own, and I think this is a true hidden secret within luxury Swiss watchmaking. You get everything you want from a luxury watch, high accuracy from a nice movement, beautiful dial layout with a lot of hidden details. It's really interesting to look at this watch. At first it looks quite simple, then you get closer into the dial and closer to the details, and it becomes more complex. Then you have all these beautiful finishes from the bezel, from the chamfering here, from the part here from the end of the case, and then also all the links and the end parts of all the links here. You see these parts of the links are polished, as I showed before, Amazing job they did. I always, after many years of collecting watches, enjoy finding these hidden gems, these true hidden tips, amazing watches within the watchmaking world, which aren't too exploited, which aren't too expensive. And if you want a high-end luxury watch in every part of this watch, maybe except this being an ETA movement, but a very good ETA movement, this could probably be for you. I don't have too many complaints about this watch. I do think that I would have preferred the watch to have some micro adjustments or just have the bracelet being more flexible. I'm not a huge fan of these clasps here. The AR treatment could be better though. But again, this is a dress watch. This is not meant to be worn out in the forest or in the nature. It's meant to be worn at a nice cocktail party or some nice wedding or something like that. Very happy with this watch. I can definitely recommend it, and I hope you enjoyed the full review of a hidden gemstone within Swiss luxury watchmaking, which you can buy at a really affordable price. In my opinion, you get a lot of watch for the money, and you get an original brand, family-owned brand, and you get something that you don't see very often. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you very soon again. Thank you. Bye.